but one world in the heart. This love should not be in society. Flowers grow like love we know. Yes.
Okay, so we're here with the composer of that song, and that's Mr. Milton James, who's a songwriter, a composer, among other things. And tell us, Milton, a little bit about that song we just heard.
Okay, Pat. Well, first of all, thank you for having me here.
Sure.
Glad to be here again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a song called You Were Meant for Me, and it's actually a love song for a movie that will be coming out. It's not coming out, but it's one that I wrote for the screenplay writer of the movie, and it's a love song, and it's a love affair that's happening between two people in society who shouldn't. And so it talks about the love and how that love is more spiritual beyond the social kind of things that are going on, that love continues to grow.
I see. Now, the vocal was wonderful. Who is the vocalist?
That's Erica Di Cieglia, Italian. I hope I pronounced that correct.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful lady and a beautiful singer.
Mm-hmm. Well, and when was that song done? Was that recent?
No, that song actually was done some years ago.
Okay.
I actually don't have the exact date, but it's about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, great. So, that will be part of a movie that's coming out.
It's a movie that she has an option. In other words, the company has opted to use it for a movie, so it's still in process.
Pre-production. So.
Right. And
okay.
it is the song that she likes and wants to get in the movie. So
beautiful.
We'll see how that goes.
All right. So, listeners, you could have a song like that composed for you, and this is what Milton is here to talk about, because he creates custom songs. And why do people buy custom songs, Milton? Why should they?
Well, I'm going to answer that in two parts. One, from what I've actually surveyed and people found out what people say. Now, this particular person that we surveyed talks about a song for parents and a sister. And her simple reason was because she loves them. I have another example of one person. These, again, are from the people themselves. And this person wanted one for the mother and the husband. And she said the reason was just because they're special people. Another person says, every person has a story, has a unique story, and deserves to have a song about them.
Yeah.
And this young man here, for his mother, and his reason was, he said she gave him everything he has, so he felt like he should have a song for her.
Yeah.
And I do just one more. I have a series of these, but one person did it for validation, and what they meant by that, he was saying that he didn't express appreciation enough for his wife. And this song was a way to really express appreciation
I'm sure
for what she does.
I mean, imagine, I think that any wife would be thrilled to have her husband have a song made for her.
Yes, I think that would...
That would sort of, so if you're in the doghouse or, you might to do something nice, I think that would be a wonderful gesture.
Well, yes, you took the words right from my mouth on one thing, that it will get you out of the doghouse and keep you out for a long time.
I must play the song.
Yeah, play the song. I must even say I wrote one of the songs I wrote for my wife. If I'm in the doghouse, I can start singing that song, and no matter what the logic may not get me out, but the song.
Yeah, the sentiment.
The song will do it.
Okay. And then smiling, she wants a song. Russ, if you're listening, Lynn needs a song. Okay. And he can do it in Frank Sinatra style, too.
Milton, I need a song.
Okay. Every guy needs a song.
Every guy needs a song.
Yeah, he needs a song, yeah.
What a great name for an album.
Yeah, that would be
a song for every guy.
There you go.
Okay, so why don't we hear another track from that you brought in with us, and tell us a little bit about this next track before we play it.
Okay, this is a happy birthday song, and I must say that I wrote this for my mother, and it kind of speaks for itself, and we won't have time to play it all.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted to communicate to her is what a special person she was, and also later on it talks about her as a spiritual being, and that the body may grow old, but the soul is forever young, and she will forever be young. So, but we're wishing her a happy birthday, and
All right. Well, let's hear this song.
Song is for you on this your special day. It's a song full of love, and we all want to say, happy birthday, dear Mama, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama, happy birthday to you. A soul does not age, though the body grows on. Happy birthday to you, forever you are young. Happy birthday, dear Mama, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama, happy birthday to you.
Man, I tell you, I'm sure that any mom would love to have that song. That really would be, I mean, when you're not there with her, she could play the song over and over. Every day she could just listen to her song.
Yes.
That would be,
Beautiful.
yeah.
yes, that is definitely one of the advantages of a custom song,
Mm-hmm.
is that the person can play it over and over again, and it can be an inspiration and uplift the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's what music can do.
Mm-hmm.
I have one lady locally here who I did a song for. Her husband was away for her birthday, and he did a song, and and we wrote it up, and he actually read over the music that I composed,
Uh-huh.
and I did the lyrics and what have you, and it's been a couple of years. And last time, every time I go over her house, she's having a party or something, she plays that song, and she's just as bright and just lights up like a candle each time.
Yeah. Well, this is a great service, Milton. And how does someone now the people that want these songs, they participate in the creation of them. It's not just they just hand it over to you and you do it, the magic. They actually get to participate.
Yeah, exactly. What they do is they fill out an interview form, which is designed to, stimulate some of the memories and things of that nature, and they can originate things to put on there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm working with that content. And when I read an interview form and I'm reading these personal things, I get, I just get the music. I do movie scores, and I can look at a movie, I watch what's going on, and I can put the music to it. It's basically the emotion that a movie score does.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that with these songs. I read that interview, and before I'm halfway through, I got a tune going.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the inspiration from what they've said and the feelings that they're communicating. So that comes the music from the feeling, from what I'm getting from them. I put that feeling into music. And then the next part of it is to look at the lyrics, at the interview form to get the lyrics. So I compose the lyrics from the thoughts and ideas that are being communicated, and the music communicates the emotion, and I put them together, so it's this co-working together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have another song that you brought in, and tell us a little bit about this next song that you've made.
Okay, the next song is actually, I just have the instrumental on this, but it's for a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of a jazz, funky jazz kind of thing. I do all kinds of different kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
I do classical, I do new wave, I do blues, I even do oriental music.
All right, next week we're going to hear something. We're going to listen to something.
But this is an instrumental track, and it is basically, the tune is Bilbo People, I'm so glad you are here. You'll hear that going on in the rhythm of it, but it's kind of like a family reunion. You know, all you people, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're, glad to see you. And that's
Okay.
what this is.
All right, so let's hear this. Well, that was great, Milton. That song's awesome. I'm thinking that a lot of companies, when they have their annual parties, they might, want to have a company song, and
No, we
Lynn.
gotta talk.
Hey, let's do it.
We call the big dogs. We can rock with big dogs.
Yeah.
All right.
Milton Jingles.
Yeah, I can do jingles.
Kind of like Bojangles.
Jingles.
A whole song about the company or what have you. I do.
I love it.
I do trailers for books. I can do a song for a blog.
Yeah.
I can do a company song.
If you have a website or something, you want to have a company song or song on your website.
Yeah.
Utilize.
There's a lot to sing about.
There's a lot.
Yeah, hey.
I've
Jazz
got-
up your
I've-
site with song.
I've got it. I know what you're doing. You're using artificial intelligence.
Whose intelligence are you using?
I'm using natural intelligence.
Okay, so you also have another. Your wife primarily has another business that's kind of located in where you do your music.
Mhm. Yes, Rose's Jewelry. My wife and I own that. She's the jeweler, and I do certain things, but she's the aesthetic person there.
Okay.
And we've been in this area almost 20 years doing jewelry, and it's a full-service jewelry store. We do custom jewelry. If you can draw it, she can make it. So she does the jewelry. What I do with song.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
if you can, so we do custom, and we, have all these usual kinds of jewelry, and we do repairs, watches.
You can do an engagement and a wedding ring and a song as a package.
There you go.
I just got it. You guys
Yeah.
should be called Sing and Bling.
Hey, okay, I like that. I got to pay for some of this consulting. I believe.
It's coming out
Live on
Friday.
the air
Okay.
consulting.
Soon it's going to be a record company, music
All right,
publisher.
so what's
Yeah.
what's the address and website for contacting you?
Okay, well, we're located in downtown Clearwater, near the bus station, 514B Park Street. That's 514B Park Street. That's where we're located there. And on the web, my custom song business is called Custom Song Service, customsongservice.com. And any of the interview form is there, samples of my music are there, and we can do the whole transaction if need be on the internet. But I'm always open to a personal call, to interact with the person and find out
Okay,
what
what's
they
the
need.
phone number then?
The number is 727, of course, 442-5763. That's 727-442-5763.
Okay, Milton. So this was great. Listeners, I hope you take advantage of Milton's service. And I'm sure you could think of reasons and uses for it. And Milton, we look forward to having you on again maybe next week or in the near future.
Yeah, I'd love to come back. It's always been great being here with you, Pat.
Okay.
And company.
Hey, company.
All right, listeners,
We love
stay
you.
tuned because Lynn is about to storm in.
I'm starting.
Okay.
I'm